Hey guys, welcome. It's so great to be back. And I've had been keeping up with all the news happening with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and I'm so excited to talk about it. I was so surprised that Gen 9 was even announced for this year. Like, I'm thinking like they don't even have that much development time. But we did get a trailer and it looks fantastic. So, you know what that means? It is hype season for Gen 9. Let's go. It's time to discuss what do we actually expect these games will be like. From the gyms to the champion, the rival, and of course there's going to be new Pokemon. So let's talk about it. Okay, first up we'll talk about the gyms. Of course, in every Pokemon game, you can expect to have gyms. I think this game will feature gyms again, just like Sword and Shield. Pokemon Legends Arceus kind of changed the model of our regular standard Pokemon games and didn't have gyms. But this is a traditional, brand new Pokemon game with new Pokemon, a new region, and of course, I think we could expect gyms to come back. So, with that said, I think we will have our usual 8 gyms, and they'll probably be specific to one type, like how they usually do it, like fire, water, and rock, for example. I'm hoping to change things up a little bit. Maybe they could not stick to one type. Everyone around the world, I'm assuming, has played a Pokemon game at this point. Everyone knows the mechanics. We all know the typings by now. So I'm thinking like, can we move on from this simplistic gym system? So my suggestion would be, is that have a hybrid. Maybe have a gym that's like rock and water mix or grass and fire mix. Change it up. Let's get the difficulty up a little bit. We know this game is geared to children, but we all know there's people in their 30s and 40s playing these games, and we all grew up with these games, and they should give us a little challenge. We don't want to be playing the same old types of games over and over. So let's change it up, Pokemon. And next, the rival. So of course we always have a rival in these games. From Red to Blue, we had, of course, Blue or Gary or whatever you named your rival in that game. Silver from Gold and Silver, and the list goes on and on. Rivals are a fun way to like spice up the game and always have someone to like battle against and kind of strive to beat. And in the past recent generations, they've been so, I want to say, nice and kind, and no, we want a rival that's an asshole. I miss those rivals that are mean and they were always ahead of you, and you would see their names already on the plaque at the gym and you would be like, damn, they beat me again. So I'm hoping we go back to those days where we have an asshole rival, just like in Gold and Silver and Red and Blue. Let's have those type of rivals. I'm sick of having the kind, sweet, friendly rivals because they're not fun. They're not interesting, and we don't care if we beat those types. In Sword and Shield, we had Hop. Hop he was energetic and happy all the time. I mean, he did get sad at one point, but he was even easy. It was like we didn't care to beat him. And then we had Hao in Sun and Moon. So Hao and Hop are basically the same person. They even have similar names, but yeah, so come on guys. Let's have a better rival this time. Next up, the evil team. So most evil teams that we've had in the past, like Team Galactic and Team Plasma, all these types, they were interested in basically destroying the world, pretty much, and remaking it in their own image. I'm more of a fan of an evil team like Team Rocket. Let's go back to a more grounded team, a more down-to-earth team that will just want to start trouble. A team that wants to steal the most powerful Pokemon. They don't have to like remap the whole universe in their image. I just want to have assholes that are good at Pokemon, good at battling Pokemon, and this evil team should be like gangsters. Like we've had so many stories of like the evil team trying to destroy the world, and I think it's time to go back to the basics and get an evil team that's more like like a mob boss type of situation, or like an Italian mafia, that type of evil team. So yeah, let's go back to or better yet, let's get Team Rocket again. We know Giovanni's somewhere in this world, so bring back Team Rocket proper. Come on, Game Freak, let's do it. Yeah, next up is the Elite Four. All right, Sword and Shield didn't even have like a proper Elite Four, and we haven't had proper Elite Four since like Gen 6, I want to say. Yeah, since Pokemon X and Y. In Sun and Moon, we had gyms be basically the Elite Four. In Sword and Shield, again, we had the gym leaders be the Elite Four. I'd rather have a certain set of different trainers be the Elite Four. It's just, yeah, it gives gym leaders more of a purpose, but it's more fun to have a new set of trainers to go against and see their personalities and how they look, and it's just more fun to see new trainers. Having the gym leaders act both as the Elite Four and gym leaders is just not like how I like it. So let's go back to having gym leaders separate from the Elite Four. That's number one. Number two, I just hope they have like a different swag to them and cool look, and let's go back to them being cool. And I don't mind them having their own specific types, because the Elite Four has always been hard to defeat anyway, so I just hope we go back to a proper Elite Four like how we used to have in Gen 1 through 6. Please, Game Freak. And of course, there's always a champion. So for the champion, I think it would be so interesting if the champion would be actually the leader of the evil team as well. Why not? I mean, we usually fight the evil team leader towards the end anyway, so why not have that climactic battle be also the champion battle? And it'll be interesting because it would be his reason why he's trying to go after, I guess, the legendary Pokemon, because he wants to remain on top. This is why he wants to steal that evil Pokemon. But the difference is we'll have a champion that's like kind of a dick. So he'll be an asshole champion with a legendary Pokemon. But us as the player, of course we have to win. We'll win, and he'll realize that this is not the way to treat Pokemon, and that'll be his reason to become good. So I think it'll be so fun if we have the evil team leader be the champion. Let's do this. And I didn't get a chance to talk about what I also want, or what I should say, for the Elite Four situation. I don't want it to be a tournament style like how Sword and Shield did it. It should be a straight up 4 trainer Elite Four battles like how it's always has been. If they want to change it up, they could have a little tournament before you actually get to the Pokemon League, which I always consider the Victory Road like a little tournament in my mind anyway. So if we could have like a tournament situation like how they did in Sword and Shield that will lead up to the Elite Four and then to the champions, I think that would be fun. And if they want to change things up that way, I'm all for it. Next up is regional forms. So it's pretty much standard for each region to have a form these days. It started way back in Sun and Moon, and since then Game Freak has been just pumping out regional forms left and right. They even did it in Arceus, which it's a region we've been to in Diamond and Pearl, but even that had regional forms. So you can definitely expect this game to have regional forms. I'm hoping they showcase Pokemon from Gen 5, Pokemon Black and White, more, and have those be the regional forms representative. I think that's the region that had least regional forms, and those Pokemon kind of need a redo anyway. I wasn't much of a fan of those Pokemon when I first played them, and they've grown on me now, but it'd be great if those Pokemon were revisited. But other than that, they can choose any Pokemon. I've heard people wanting Tauros, because this is maybe like a Spanish region, like maybe Tauros could have a new regional variant, more like a Minotaur, or that would be cool. Or we could just have regular Tauros. I know this is not regional forms, but I'm hoping we get more like pre-evolutions and regular evolutions for old Pokemon as well. I know Game Freak is not a fan of doing that much anymore. They rather have regional forms and have those regional forms have evolutions, which are fine too. But I don't know. I just miss the days when we just had like regular pre-evolutions and regular like base new evolutions. But yeah, I guess we're running out on those. So yeah. And next up, we could expect this game to be focused heavily on battling. Legends Arceus was solely more on catching. They had battling in it, but to me it was more of like a watered down, fast-paced version, which it was good. It just felt different. So I'm hoping this game goes back to like a proper battling system. It could have the look of Arceus, but one thing I would change is I don't think it's necessary to have the trainer walk around and battle, because we're focused on the battle anyway. So we can stay in our spot and just have like the camera move around, and I think that'll be fine. And bring back held items and hitting abilities and all that, and we will have a proper battling system again. So just keep us planted on the ground. We don't have to move anywhere. I'm thinking maybe for the wild battles, maybe those could be more like how you would battle in Legends Arceus. I don't mind moving around in that. But for the trainer battles, I just want to be focused on the actual battle. And I'm torn if they should have it where you have like a whole animation like how it's always been, or should it be more like how Legends Arceus is like. Which I like those animations, by the way, but I kind of miss like those like over the top animations that we had in like Sword and Shield and all that. So I'm very interested to see how Game Freak is going to handle the battles going forward, or even the catching too. Are we going to have traditional catching, or is it going to go to how Legends Arceus does it? And I'm hoping the catching stays like how Legends Arceus is. So yeah, I'm thinking battles should take place more in the cities. Now in this like open world environment, yeah, we'll have trainers in like the wild area, in this game's wild area, and I'm assuming there's many wild areas, but I'm thinking, I don't know how they're gonna do it this time, because this is our first true open world game. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Game Freaks does things, because this is not a traditional Pokemon game. In traditional Pokemon games, the trainer battles, they had trainers just stand around, and if they saw you, then the battle would start. But I'm thinking because it's open world now, you could just like walk around them. So maybe they're gonna like creep behind the grass or something, or maybe you have to send out your Pokemon to start a battle. I don't know. I've been thinking about how they would do it. So my solution would be like maybe have most of the trainers in the cities, and then the wild area could be just focused on like wild battles. So I think that would be pretty interesting. And it would be cool if we had actual places dedicated to certain types of Pokemon. I'm thinking more like Gold and Silver, when we had like the Bell Tower. It was mostly like trainers with like Bell Sprouts, for example, or stuff like that. It would be cool to have that again in this open world Pokemon game. And please, let's have more battles. Sword and Shield, like there was barely any battles. So please, I want to have a lot of battles. I want these to be hard, complicated battles. Please have the NPCs switch Pokemon, have them, have hidden abilities, complex strategies, held items, potions, all that. I want to have tough battles. So come on, Game Freak, you can do this. And Legends Arceus really did have good battling. Some of the battles were pretty tough, especially versus the alpha Pokemon, and some of the tougher battles towards the end of the game. I think they did a good job. But overall, the battling experiences in Pokemon have been known to be easy. So I think Game Freak is it's on a roll. Legends Arceus did have some complicated battles, and I just hope they keep it up. And yeah, just let's have them be smarter, have them switch, have them use items. Why not have them know type advantages for once, have them have more rare types of Pokemon. Come on, Game Freak. And new Pokemon, of course, you can't expect a new generation of Pokemon games not to include new Pokemon. So I'm expecting at least 80 or so new Pokemon. I'm sure, I don't know the exact number of Pokemon, but I'm sure by the time this game is released, we will have over 1,000 Pokemon. And I was kind of torn about that, because I'm like, they should wait to pass that threshold until Gen 10, but I don't think that's possible because I think they're like at like 900, 70 something now, and we can't just have like 20 new Pokemon show up. Yeah, I want at least a good helping of new Pokemon. I'm thinking around 60 or so at least new Pokemon, and then the rest could be, I guess, old Pokemon or regional variants. Yes, it's more fun to have new Pokemon, and it's more interesting to encounter new Pokemon, honestly. I love the old favorites, but whenever you have a new Pokemon game, it's like it's so cool. Like wow, I never seen this before. And then to raise it up and have to see those forms for the first time, it's really fun. But based on the trailer, there were a lot of old Pokemon shown. Of course, it was a teaser trailer. I love that trailer, by the way, but so maybe I'll talk about it in another video. But yeah, a lot of old Pokemon was shown on that. And a lot of the Pokemon we've seen, these are a lot of Pokemon we've been playing with for the past few years. Like, I'm getting kind of tired of playing with Lucario. He's been in Sword and Shield and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pearl, and he's Legends Arceus. I'm just like, are we really bringing Sinnoh Pokemon here? We've just played with them like 2-3 times already. So I'm happy we see Viper in the teaser trailer. Pokemon from Ruby Sapphire, Snake Pokemon. I want to see more Pokemon from Hoenn come back. It will be good to have Zangoose. I'm ghosting on a lot of Pokemon. Breloom, for example. Yeah, like a lot of Pokemon from Hoenn we haven't seen in a while. So let's bring those guys back. Yeah, so just please, Game Freak, bring Pokemon we haven't seen in a while. I'm tired of playing with Pokemon we've been playing with for the past like couple games now. So give me even Smeargle. Like, even useless Pokemon, bring them back. Give Smeargle a new evolution and bring those Pokemon back. Alright guys, I had a lot of fun recording this video. I hope you guys did too. Thanks for watching so much, and if you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing. And this has been a lot of fun, and I'm gonna be trying my best to stay on a schedule and be recording once a week. So catch me next week. I will see you guys in the next video. So laters.